My dad's new wife tried to ground me in my own apartment, so I had her evicted from the building. My dad's new wife tried to ground me in my own apartment, so I had her evicted from the building. When my dad married Cheryl last year, I tried to be supportive. He'd been lonely since mom passed 5 years ago, and if she made him happy, I could deal with her passive-aggressive comments about my lifestyle choices. I'm 26, financially independent, and living in my own apartment downtown. What lifestyle choices she meant, I never figured out. Things escalated when Dad and Cheryl decided to downsize and temporarily moved into an apartment in my building while house hunting. Just for a few months, sweetie, Dad assured me. Isn't it nice we'll be close? Sure, nice. Cheryl in my building. What could go wrong? Everything started small. She'd bump into me at the mailboxes and comment on my packages. Another online purchase, Sophie? No wonder you can't save money. Never mind that I work in tech and make twice what she ever did as a part-time yoga instructor. Then came the helpful visits. She'd show up unannounced with groceries because my fridge looked sad or to tidy up while I was at work. I'd come home to rearranged furniture and passive-aggressive notes. Organize your spices alphabetically. You're welcome. I changed my locks. She got Dad to guilt me into giving her an emergency copy. For safety, apparently. The breaking point came during a Friday night. I had friends over for wine and board games. Nothing crazy, just 6 people laughing and having fun. At 9 p.m. sharp, Cheryl burst in using her key. What is this racket? She announced. Sophie Marie, it's past quiet hours. My friend Jake laughed. Ma'am, quiet hours start at 10. Also, who are you? I'm her mother, Cheryl declared. My friends went silent. They knew my mom was dead. Stepmother, I corrected coldly. Same thing. Everyone out. Sophie, you're grounded. 2 weeks. No visitors, no going out except for work. My friends looked between us, bewildered. Cheryl, I said slowly. I'm 26. I pay rent. You can't ground me. I'm your father's wife, which makes me your parent. My house, my rules. This is my apartment. We'll see about that. She started herding my friends toward the door. Out! All of you. And Sophie, I'll be back to collect your spare keys tomorrow. All of them. My friends left in confusion. I was mortified and furious. That weekend, I did some research. Turns out Cheryl and Dad weren't supposed to be in the building at all. The apartment they were renting, it was listed as an Airbnb. Short-term rentals were strictly prohibited in our building. Immediate lease termination offense. I also discovered Cheryl had been telling other residents she was the building mom and trying to enforce made-up rules. She told Mrs. Chen her cooking smelled too ethnic and tried to fine 20-something residents for loitering in the lobby. I compiled everything. Screenshots of the Airbnb listing, resident complaints, security footage of her entering my apartment without permission. Then I met with building management. We've actually received numerous complaints, the manager admitted, but we didn't realize she was subletting illegally. 3 days later, Cheryl and Dad received an eviction notice, 30 days to vacate for lease violations. Cheryl went nuclear. She called me screaming about betrayal and family loyalty. You got us evicted? Your own father? You got yourselves evicted by breaking lease terms, I replied. Also, I'm still grounded. Remember? I'm not supposed to talk to anyone. Dad called next, disappointed but not surprised. Cheryl might have overstepped, he admitted quietly. Might have. We found a house anyway, in the suburbs. Cheryl thinks distance will be good for everyone. The best part? Cheryl tried to fight the eviction by claiming she had parental rights to be in the building to supervise me. The building's lawyer actually laughed during the meeting. Ma'am, your stepdaughter is an adult tenant. You have no rights here. Also, you're not even a legal resident. They moved out in 3 weeks. Cheryl's final act was leaving a note under my door. This isn't over. I know where you work. So I forwarded that threat to HR, who promptly banned her from the premises after she showed up trying to collect me for a family lunch. Last month, Dad visited alone. I'm sorry about everything, he said. Cheryl means well. She just has boundary issues. Dad, she tried to ground a grown woman, he sighed. She's in therapy now. The therapist says she has control issues stemming from never having children of her own. That's not my problem to fix. No, he agreed. It's not. We're slowly rebuilding our relationship. Cheryl isn't invited to my apartment anymore, and Dad respects that. She still sends texts about my behavioral issues, but I've blocked her on everything. My friends, they still joke about the night I got grounded at 26. My apartment, perfectly organized exactly how I like it. And the building, Cheryl free, just how everyone prefers it.